Okay, YouTube. I wonder if this is upside down. No, it's probably right side up. I don't really know if it's upside down or not, YouTube. You are in my phone holder, which is suction cupped to the windshield. And although this is the way that I usually have the phone facing when I video for you guys, I usually have the backwards facing camera on so you can see me, as opposed to right now I have the forward facing camera on. But my vacation, although it's not over yet, my trip is. I am officially back in New York. Well, not yet. As you see, I am approaching the George Washington Bridge. And I am not exactly in New York, but I can tell you that at this point, I have done 4,392 miles from when I set my trip thing to 0 and started leaving. So here we are, and I don't know exactly who will ever see this, and I really hope it's not upside down, but we are going through the toll plaza on the New Jersey side, going into the lower level for the George Washington Bridge. And like I was saying, I don't know where anybody is that's ever going to see this, but maybe some people may never get to come to New York, so they may never get to pass the George Washington Bridge, which on the Bronx, on the New York side of the George Washington Bridge, the first thing you come into, halfway over the bridge, is Manhattan. And you can keep going and get off in Manhattan to the streets, or you keep going, you immediately come out to the Bronx, which puts you on the Cross Bronx Expressway. Now, odd fact, the Cross Bronx Expressway is 8.2 miles long, which means from where it starts at the George Washington Bridge to where it ends, which would be like the Whitestone Bridge, is 8.2 miles long. And according to some statistics, they call it the third most traveled roadway in the country of the United States. So it's pretty busy. And I don't know how many cars a day go from Jersey into New York. You only pay one way. You pay going into New York, and it's 0. You don't pay anything coming into Jersey. And as the sign just said, it's $15. I have Easy Pass, so it's probably like 11, maybe $11 and change. They give you a little bit of a break. But here you go. This is George Washington Bridge traffic at 5:19 in the afternoon on a Thursday, August 18th. And everybody is just trying to get where they're going. And you can see people coming down the staircase right there. So these are the last Jerseyans that we'll see. And as you look at all the cars, all the license plates are New York blue and yellow, or blue and orange. And they started that about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, maybe like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. We had white and blue plates, like you could probably see on that Audi on the right. We had white and blue plates, and they went retro to like the 70s or the 60s. And they started doing blue and white. See that red truck right there? It's got, man, you probably can't see it. Alright, thank God there was a disabled vehicle eating a cream vehicle like a real vehicle. But let me move over to the middle. And here we are, lower level, George Washington Bridge. And I'm sorry, I should have took the upper level. I didn't really know I was going to do a video. And honestly, this way was 11 minutes quicker. And I have to be somewhere ASAP. So, here we are. Well, this is your boy, Bronx JL. I can smell my New York air. I don't trust air I can't see. And I guess we are more than halfway over the bridge. So I'm guessing we should have seen the sign, or we should see a sign that says welcome to New York. And we're going through the 95. Stay in your lane, buddy. Stay in your lane. And now this is what's called, I sound like I was going to end the video, but oddly enough I'm not. This is the part where we're officially in Manhattan. And you see right there above the bus it says Cross Bronx Expressway. That's where we're going. And this is what's called under the buildings. So we are physically driving under, I don't even know, 15, 20-story buildings. And I need to get my butt over to the right because I need to get on the Cross Bronx, which is the 95, which actually, if you continue on the 95, it turns into the, does it ever turn into the Bruckner? I don't think so. I think it turns into the New England. Oh, you know, it might be the Bruckner for a little while. I think it's the Bruckner for, yeah, it is the Bruckner for a couple miles. I think. I'm pretty sure. And I dispatch, go figure. But yeah, I think it's the Bruckner for a couple of miles, and then it turns into the New England Thruway. It just keeps going north up to New England. So we just came from under the buildings, and if you see, you go on the left, that puts you right into Manhattan. The FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt Drive, which is also called the East River Drive, and the Harlem River Drive, and the local streets. And we are going, see right there to the right, 95 North, and we are actually getting on the 87, which is the Major Deegan, which is the commercial route north and south. The Cross Bronx, even though it says north and south, the Cross Bronx actually runs east and west, and the Deegan runs north and south, and the Deegan wraps around to the Bruckner, which runs north and south for cars. Well, I guess you could put trucks on that as well. But that's the dealio. That's the dealio, peeps. So, thank you once again. This is Captain Video and the Video Rangers. Actually, it's not. It's Bronx JL. And I'm Audi. I'm Audi like a Ferrari. Peace.